This week on The Splash, we join the fun of getting outside to fly kites. Then we enjoy the benefits of art in a local hospital. And later, we celebrate a 50-year anniversary with local churchgoers. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything from local news to feature stories, all so that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash. Welcome to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin, and as always, thank you for joining us. Flying kites is not just a pastime of years gone by. Recently, the West Bloomfield School District gave our area the chance to get outside and enjoy the prelude to summer. Reporter Jason Pauly has the story.
With the sun high in the sky, families all across West Bloomfield are setting down their devices and taking to the great outdoors for crafts, food, and fun. Families have come out on a gorgeous afternoon to take some time to soak in the sun.
This is actually an annual event called Kitty Kite Day, and it's actually a day to bring the community together to actually just have fun.
Residents had the opportunity to enjoy a medley of summer activities.
They have face painting, they've got bead making, we have a live DJ, we've got a bouncy house, hot dogs and lemonade and some grapes and some fruit. Well, the big thing is actually make a kite, and it's a beautiful day today.
Parents loved their kids having the opportunity to get outdoors and play with other kids and fly a kite, all while parents got to learn about summer camp registration.
Well, my son is a kindergartner at Doherty Elementary, and I think this is a great event. I'm a teacher myself, so I wanted to see what kind of event they have for the kids, and Kite Day sound fun and camp registration, so I was interested in that.
They have all the people that are responsible for all the summer camps here at Community Ed, so you can find out about the summer camps, get some information on that.
Between the day's festivities and the summer camp programming offered, kids have plenty of opportunity to get outside and play, and parents and teachers couldn't be happier for that.
I mean, kids nowadays outside, they need to get healthy, and it's more engaging, and at least they have some kind of creativity, so they're able to use their mind instead of just the phone and pressing fingers and buttons.
All kids should be able to get in the dirt and get their hands dirty and get out there and play. We see too many kids playing with tablets and, playing with all their, technology things. And it's a beautiful day. They need to get outside for exercise, for health. They just need it.
Between activities like Kite Day and the other great summer camp programs, kids will have plenty of time to put down their devices and get outdoors. Reporting for The Splash, I'm Jason Pauly.
To find out more, you can visit civiccentertv.com/Kitty Kite Day. Combining art with a hospital is a win-win situation, as art can help calm patients' anxiety and offer a relaxing environment. We sent reporter Ryan Younglove to find out more.
Every second Tuesday of the month in the demonstration kitchen located at Henry Ford Hospital here in West Bloomfield, a gallery talk is held. A docent from the Detroit Institute of Arts comes in and gives a presentation on numerous art-related topics to the community, sharing knowledge and history of some of their art.
Every second Tuesday of the month, we do a different DIA talk at West Bloomfield Hospital. We have 17 different topics at the DIA that we bring to the community. The one that we're doing today involves women photographers. And women photographers, particularly in the mid-1800s, were very instrumental in bringing forward the art of photography and thinking of photography as an art. So we have, as I said, 17 different topics on love, on storytelling, on any number of topics. And today's topic involves women photographers. And following the talk, we do a 1 o'clock art walk, which is not related to the DIA. It's the hospital's art. So this is what we're doing. We gather the second Tuesday of every month.
The Henry Ford Hospital also has the Healing Arts program, where they introduce art to the patients in many forms, with the idea of the art being able to provide a form of stress reliever and a time to ease their minds and be creative.
So we're very fortunate enough to have a Healing Arts program here at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. The DIA Gallery Talks are one piece of that Healing Arts program, but we also provide music as well as healing art kits. We have other forms of art that help us bring our patients calmness and maybe make them less stressed. So for instance, we're able to deliver healing art kits to our patients. These are journal kits or watercolor kits, some are calligraphy kits, and it just gives patients a time to take take their mind off of maybe the illness that they have or what's happening with them in terms of why they're here, and gives them time to just kind of reflect, step back, be creative. So those are a few parts of our Healing Arts program.
This is Ryan Younglove reporting for The Splash.
For more information, feel free to stop by our website at civiccentertv.com/healingarts. Still to come, we visit a 50-year anniversary in our community, and then we take a look at a brand new episode of Sidewalk Talk.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV. And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin. Community members, young and old alike, gathered recently to celebrate the accomplishment of one of our local churches for thriving over its 50 years of being a place of hope, kindness, and friendship for so many. I joined the celebration to find out what makes this particular church so well-liked and respected. Recently, West Bloomfield United Methodist Church celebrated an important anniversary milestone.
Celebrating the 50th anniversary of the church. This is actually the church that I was baptized in. My husband and I were married here, and now we're raising our son here.
So thrilling for us to see how this church has grown and what an inclusive environment they have here. They really welcome people from every background. They have people who are immigrants. They have people who grew up here. They have people who maybe even have come from different religious backgrounds. They do a lot of interfaith work with Catholic and Protestant and Methodist churches all working together, and also they welcome people from other religions. So they're really a lovely center of the community in West Bloomfield. They really stand for the rich diversity and inclusion that we like to see in our community. So it's really an honor to be included.
Moving into the modern era of inclusion and respect for all people is something Pastor Brian William loves about the church and its members.
I saw an article a few days ago in the Washington Post that declared Detroit as the most racially segregated city in America since 1990. So for 28 years, our communities in Southeast Michigan have been divided, and yet West Bloomfield is a shining example of what it means to live with all people. And we try to exemplify that here in the church. So yeah, I think there is a stigma from outside the church that sees this church and that church, this synagogue versus that synagogue, and we really do try to love all of our neighbors.
It's important to have a place to go where you can feel connected as a community, where you can feel love, you can kind of gather together. It's really nice, especially when there's so much division. As they talked about in the service today, there's so much division, so it's just nice to be able to come and feel like you're one with everybody. It doesn't matter backgrounds or anything like that. So it's just a nice place. You feel warm, you feel comfortable, you're welcomed in.
We will look forward to many more decades of kindness and rich diversity for our community. For more information, you can visit civiccentertv.com/UnitedMethodist50. Now it's time for another episode of Sidewalk Talk, where Samana Sheik spoke to Greater West Bloomfield residents to find out their personal thoughts about a brand new topic.
I always dread going to the dentist. What doctor scares you the most?
It's probably just the family physician. I don't really have a problem with the dentist because I like to keep my teeth clean. Family physician, I feel like it's just a lot of waiting time. And usually it's not the answer that I'm always looking for.
Dentist. because I had a bad experience as a kid, and no matter how many times I go after that sticks in your head.
I'm gonna have to go with my regular doctor, just like the family doctor. I don't like shots, and every time I go there, I end up getting a flu shot and a booster shot, and I don't like it.
Probably like the regular doctor that gives you shots, because shots aren't fun to get.
I understand that. And your arm's always hurting after?
Yeah.
For the longest time, it was the dentist, just because the dentist usually doesn't bring good things. But now I've kind of gotten over that.
I really only have one doctor, so I just don't like going there because I often get shots.
I think it would be my regular doctor, because she always sends me to somebody else. The other people get it done. So I like to get things done, and you go to the regular doctor, well, I think you need to go to this doctor or that doctor for the real solution. So.
What is your least favorite doctor to visit, and why?
I really don't mind the doctors, so none.
Okay. That's the first time anyone has ever said that. You don't mind shots or anything?
No, needles don't bother me at all.
I'm due for a sports medicine doctor to see if I have any issues with my knee, so I've been avoiding that, so I'd have to say that's probably my least favorite, because I don't really want to know if I have arthritis or anything or not, because I'm only 26 right now.
Physical checkups, for sports, when I was in high school, I just didn't like it. I don't know, I just always felt uncomfortable.
Probably the dentist. I mean, that's considered a doctor, right? Yeah.
I hate when they make your teeth bleed and you're just sitting there with your mouth open.
Gosh, and you just taste it. That's the worst.
Oh, God. Those were amazing answers. Thank you, West Bloomfield. Join us for another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
If you'd like to see some of our other fun and interesting questions on the show, you can do so anytime and anywhere by visiting our website at civiccentertv.com/sidewalktalk. And now it's time for our Civic Center event update, where we provide you with all the latest that's happening around Greater West Bloomfield. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all of the following current events yourself, you can visit civiccentertv.com/events. Let's get started. Treat your muscles to a morning of gentle therapeutic yoga at Spirit of Grace Church. Delightful gentle yoga is appropriate for adults in all levels of physical activity. Experience is not necessary. Delightful gentle yoga is taking place every Wednesday from 11 a.m. until noon. Drop-in price is $7 per class, or a monthly rate of $25 is available as well. It is encouraged that you bring your own yoga mat and be prepared to meet new friends and walk away with a better sense of your own well-being. For more information, visit spiritofgrace.church. On May 17th from 5:30 p.m. until 9:45 p.m., you can enjoy a fun time of canoeing on the scenic Huron River, led by a West Bloomfield Parks naturalist. Each participant will receive a canoe lesson so they can safely enter, exit, and maneuver their own canoe. Tickets are $50 for residents and $55 for non-residents. Paddle down toward Milford Central Park and enjoy some cold beverages upon arrival, and receive a voucher for a meal and root beer from River's Edge Brewing Company. This event is sure to sell out, so get your tickets soon. For more information, visit wbparks.org. Coming up on May 17th from 6 p.m. until 8 p.m., stop by Marshbank Park for Kids Commotion, a free concert series that features music, crafts, activities, and fun for the whole family. This event will feature a make and take instrument station for the first 250 kids who arrive. West Bloomfield Parks naturalists will have an interactive display for kids to learn more about nature, and the Optimist Club of West Bloomfield will be selling kid-friendly concessions at each concert. Kona Ice will also be on site with their frosty treats. For more information, visit wbparks.org. On Saturday, May 19th from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., stop by Marshbank Park for a special event that allows you to purchase plants that are native to Michigan and that will help our natural ecosystem to flourish. A wide range of trees, shrubs, and plants will be available, and cash, check, or charge will be accepted by Plants for Ecology, native plants to heal our planet. Even if you're not looking for anything to purchase, come and learn about some of the more unique plants that our local area has to offer. For more information or to see the list of plants that will be for sale, visit wbparks.org. Book lovers won't want to miss the Friends of the West Bloomfield Township Public Library used book sale, happening on Friday, May 18th from 7 to 9 p.m., Saturday, May 19th from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m., and Sunday, May 20th from noon until 5 p.m. at the West Bloomfield Public Library. Come see a variety of books available for purchase at a reduced price in every imaginable genre. Books sold are in good condition. No registration is required, and you can stop by anytime during the sale. Also, you do not have to be a member of the West Bloomfield Public Library to purchase books from the sale. For more information, you can visit wblib.org. Are you interested in becoming a runner without damaging your joints or your back? If so, the Running 101 free educational seminar at West Bloomfield Parks on May 22nd is for you. This free event is taking place from 6:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. and features Jen Crutchfield, who is an accomplished runner having completed an ultra marathon. She will be discussing proper footwear, stretching, how to prepare for a run, and much more. Registration is required, and you can do so by visiting wbparks.org. Looking to add some unique or useful items to your household this year? Or maybe you have some gently used items you are looking to donate. Regardless, the Rotary Club of West Bloomfield's garage sale has what you need. They are still accepting donations for their garage sale coming up on May 24th through May 26th from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. at Spirit of Grace Lutheran Church. Proceeds from the sale will benefit our community through literacy projects, Thanksgiving baskets, and family health outreaches. For more information, you can call 248-276-6639. And that's all for now. However, if you're looking to find even more events going on in your neighborhood, then be sure to follow us at civiccentertv.com/events and look up our events calendar. Or watch us here for more information on everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area. As we head into the break, stay tuned because afterwards, I'll be talking with Gene Shieh, Keego Harbor Police Officer.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Civic Center TV is your home for everything Greater West Bloomfield. Here you can tune into community programming such as our weekly news magazine show, The Splash, as well as coverage of local events and meetings in Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, and West Bloomfield. You can also watch all of your local programming online anytime at civiccentertv.com. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Civic Center TV has gone social. Now it's easier than ever to watch, save, like, and share our videos online. See what's happening in your neighborhood, on the streets, and on the web at civiccentertv.com. Be a part of the conversation and get involved. We would love to hear from you. For links to our social media pages, visit us at our website or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin, and here with me on the show this week is Gene Shieh, Keego Harbor Police Officer. Thank you so much for being here, Officer Shieh. We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us.
We are going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, and that is having fun in the summer months, out on the water, all things boating. But before we can enjoy the boating experience, apparently there are a lot of things that we need to make sure are in place so we can enjoy it safely. Tell me a little bit from your expertise, some of the most common things that boaters tend to forget when we're going out on the water.
Those are great questions, and we do get many phone calls from the residents, both in the West Bloomfield area and also the Tri-City. Most important thing is equipment, especially Memorial Day weekend coming up. Everyone's prepping their boats, making sure they have the proper equipment, and we want to make sure they have life jackets on. They want to make sure their fire extinguishers are in place.
Which is counterintuitive to think about because you're in a boat in the middle of the water, right?
You're right.
I would imagine a lot of people forget that.
They do. And you know, some of the things that we want to make sure they have their life jackets, and also you know, just making sure all your equipments are working functionally, your lighting equipment, your sound. Yes.
Fresh gasoline, I learned that a little earlier. That's even important, which maybe you wouldn't think about, right?
That is very important because our first weekend, we tow a lot of boats in because either the battery is not fully charged, so right now would be a great time to get your batteries charged up for the weekend, and also make sure you have fresh gasoline in your tank.
For sure. When it comes to keeping kids safe on these boats, what is the age limit for needing a flotation device or a life jacket, etc.?
Sheena, that's a great question too, because we get phone calls, and number one questions we have right now is that the kids age 6 and under must have a life jacket or personal flotation device that's properly fitted for them, and they have to have them on at all times while they're boating. For adults over 6, obviously, you have to have PFDs on the boat readily available for them.
Okay, and that's the kind of thing that you all would check for if you're doing a boat safety check, right? To make sure there's enough on board.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Awesome. So when it comes to navigating the boat, because I grew up on the water quite a lot,
me
and
too.
I'm not sure I was quite legal behind the wheel because I was learning from my parents. I think some of the rules and legalities have changed as far as what you need to be able to legally drive a boat, so to speak.
Yes. Obviously, if you're 16 and over and have a driver's license, you can operate a boat.
Perfect.
However, there are many children out there with their parents that would like to learn boating at a very young age. You can get your boater safety certificate at 12 and over. That's under being supervised directly by a guardian or adult on the boat with them.
Okay, nice. And that's just a one-time situation, and it's good for a year or
it's good
5 years?
forever.
Forever, okay.
Forever. However, I do recommend, because legality does change, the rules change, laws change, I do recommend every 5 to 6 years to take, to retake the boater safety course, which is provided free by the Oakland County Sheriff's Office and also by us.
Oh, awesome. Good. One thing that we discussed a little bit earlier that I want to make sure we mention here, because when you're out, you're having a good time, the music is going, and there are some noise violations that as a boater we may forget or not think about. So can you explain that?
Yes. One of the biggest violations we also write on the water is because most of our lakes are inland lakes, and it's almost like a fishbowl effect. You have your motor running. When you have your music up, even though you can hear it barely, it is literally echoing throughout that lake. So you kind of want to pay attention to your neighbors and people living off the lake. Make sure your music's not too loud that's vibrating the window.
Wow, yeah, because I would imagine it's hard to really feel how loud is my music.
Right.
You don't really think about it.
Right, because everyone is enjoying the water, the water splashing, the motor's running, and we want everyone to have a great time.
That's the ultimate goal. There's a lot of rules involved, but the end result is we want safety out there so that everyone can enjoy their experience.
Absolutely, and I would recommend that parents to be good role models and bring their kids to take a boater safety course so they can have a wonderful summer together.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to get out on some of our local lakes here in the community this summer.
Good.
Thank you so much for being here to describe so many important parts that go together to keeping boating fun and safe. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Once again, everyone, we've been speaking with Gene Shieh, Keego Harbor Police Officer. Now let's head over to another of our recurring segments called The Biz, where we take a look at a local business.
In this glorious age of computers, tablets, and smartphones, a drawback to these technologies is the stress and strain they place on our eyes. Here in West Bloomfield, Henry Ford Optimize is doing its part to combat these and all eye issues. And the key to keeping good optical health starts with a yearly eye exam.
The eye exams are more than just checking for your glasses prescription or contact lens prescription. It's more about checking the eye health as well. So that's why it's important to come in even if you've never had a problem with your eyes. You passed every vision test at school. You passed your driver's test. You may have issues in the back of the eye that you may not have symptoms of, so you wouldn't necessarily know to come in. Where we're checking these things early on to make sure that doesn't become a problem for you.
Which brings us to our cell phones, and what precautions can we take to prevent any damage from our new national pastime?
The light that comes from these devices, the LED light, actually can have a form of blue light, which can possibly, there are studies still out there on this, possibly cause damage to the back of the eye to put the eyes more at risk for macular degeneration later in life. So the closer you are and the brighter the screen, there's much more risk. So I tell our patients, keep the devices farther away from you, not so bright of a screen. If you put it on the night shift, that's actually easier on your eyes, and to limit the hours that you're looking at the screens, especially children. I tell them all the time, really, unless you need to use these devices for school activities or anything like that, no more than a couple hours a day on the screen is best.
And Dr. Mattia explains an easy trick which may help prevent digital eye strain.
Follow the 20-20-20 rule. In the workplace, you should set up your workstation for good computer vision ergonomics. Your monitor should be about 20 inches away from you, and the center of your screen should be about 5 inches below your eye level. And all of these things can help cut down on problems like eye strain, blurred vision, and dry eyes.
Along with hundreds of frames for prescription glasses, Optimize also features a huge inventory of what is often an overlooked aspect of eye health, sunglasses.
Anytime you're out in the daylight, you should wear sunglasses with 100% UV 400 protection. This can help reduce your chances of getting cataracts or macular degeneration. Even though it isn't sunny every day in Michigan, UV protection is needed even when it's cloudy outside. And polarized lenses are especially great for snow and water sports to cut reflections.
For Civic Center TV, I'm Lawrence Nyland.
For more episodes of The Biz, visit civiccentertv.com/thebiz. Now it's time for our final segment on The Splash called Person of the Week, where we recognize those within the community who are either inspiring or providing toward others. And this week's recipient is Jason Israelov, co-president of the West Bloomfield High School Earth Club. Jason Israelov, like many students in the West Bloomfield School District, has taken the reins of the opportunities provided by the schools to pursue his areas of interest. But it's not all that common that a student's efforts can have such a lasting impact. As co-president of the Earth Club, Jason works with many of his classmates and friends to promote actions in and around our local area that support a healthy, clean Earth for generations to come. Jason has been one of the spearheads of the student-driven solar campaign, where he and his classmates have made it their goal to power the West Bloomfield High School Science Department on clean solar energy. His efforts above and beyond what is asked of a high school student have encouraged his classmates, inspired our community, and helped to keep West Bloomfield environmentally aware and ready to help. Jason Israelov is going the extra mile to do good for our community and environment, which is why he is our Person of the Week. If you happen to know someone who is providing a service to their community, then let us know by sending an email to thesplash@civiccentertv.com. We want to congratulate those who are making a difference in our area, and we appreciate all of your suggestions. That's going to do it for us this week, but remember, you can watch new episodes of The Splash every Monday at 5:30 p.m. or throughout the week for replays. You can also watch every episode online at civiccentertv.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook under Civic Center TV 15, YouTube at Civic Center TV 15, and on Twitter at Civic Center TV for more information. For all of our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and West Bloomfield, I'm Sheena Monnin. Thank you for watching The Splash.